Over the last little while, I've been talking a lot about perspective, about controlling your awareness and using what you focus on to manage your internal state, how you're feeling, fight or flight, etc. I want to give another example of that today. Sort of just building on it, sort of reinforcing, but adding to the whole. And the story, and by the way, if I will be talking in an abstract sense about animals and getting hurt. So if you don't want to hear that, I would understand, and this video may not be for you. But it's just the most illustrative way to express this point. So yeah, just throwing the little warning out for you. Now, what I want to talk about is when we are feeling trapped, when we are in a state of fight or flight, when all the world around us seems like a threat, that it's coming for us, well, we're not making good decisions. We're not able to interpret the world correctly. I've talked about this before, but it's just so important to really understand. And the best analogy for this is if you've ever seen or heard of, or even if you've surely heard stories of an animal, let's say a wolf, that's caught in a trap. Those horrible, horrible things that old school hunters used to use, that just clamp onto something and grab its leg and cut it and just keep it trapped there. If you've ever seen footage, or if you can imagine an animal like that that's caught literally in a trap, it's in pain, it's hurting, it's stuck. And when people go up to these animals, especially if those are people, in this case I'm talking about when people are trying to rescue an animal from a trap. It's been sitting there and maybe biting the thing, trying to get it off. And as you approach it, no matter how gently you approach, even once it becomes quite clear that you're trying to help, or at least you think that it's clear, the animal bares its teeth. And if you get close, it lashes at you because it's scared, because it's in fear. It's not capable of doing that higher order thinking of, oh, maybe you're here to help, how could you, blah, blah, blah. All that it's thinking about is, I'm in danger, I'm not safe, what's that attack? This is an important concept to understand because you do this. We all do this. All human beings do this. When we feel scared, when we feel threatened, we attack the things around us, or we employ other defense mechanisms. We fight, flight, flee, freeze, etc. There's more. We do these behaviors which aren't actually really in accordance with what's correct. The right thing for us to do if we're feeling threatened, overwhelmed, often is to slow things down, take stock of the situation, ask for help, recruit people around us, solve problems, slow things down and solve and work constructively on things. But we very rarely do unless we first get ourselves out of that threatened, vulnerable state. We're too busy lashing out at anything or everything around us. Now, you likely know someone like this, maybe friend, family, or someone at work. Maybe you do this yourself too, and as I mentioned, we all do this. But you might know someone who does this more than others, and you will very likely find that they're not just a difficult, annoying person who's bitchy or catty or aggressive or flaky or whatever. They're likely someone who, if you were able to dig a little bit deeper with them, is feeling pretty stressed, feeling pretty overwhelmed, or feeling some form of threat from the world, from their world. And if you're able to see really what's actually going on for that person, why they're behaving in that way, and meet them at that level, help them with the thing that's really troubling them, you would be surprised at how many of those behaviors of theirs that annoy you very likely would melt away. I may not have communicated this idea to an extent that does it the justice which I would have liked. However, hopefully it's enough for you to have at least taken some semblance of a message here. Something that you can extract and latch onto to continue to formulate in your own mind, and perhaps just a latent feeling of there's something there that will continue to percolate through for you over the minutes, hours, days, weeks to come. There is a useful concept there. I hope that I was able to bring you closer to it. And thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience in exploring this concept. And again, I hope it was useful. Brings me to the end of today. My name is Jack. If you're not familiar with this channel, I make a new video every single day with a new tone, with a new concept, something that I pray will help and serve you in some way in your journey in this wonderful life that we're all blessed to live. I hope this resonated. Thank you so much. Perhaps I'll see you tomorrow. If not, live well.